And earlier this year, a bill was introduced in the State House that would have increased the penalties for drivers that cause injury or death to bicyclists. But it's not likely to pass, and some say it's due to an amendment. Our own Griffin Wright joins us now to explain this amendment causing controversy. Good morning, Griffin.
Well, the bill is called HF 422, and what it would require is anybody who's riding a bike on a road 45 miles an hour speed limit or greater to have a light like this one attached and on their bike, but not just during the night, during the daytime too. Now, this amendment, or with the amended bill, the liability would be on cyclists if they didn't have that light, if they got into an accident. And that's the opposite of what the biking community was hoping for with the bill. Buying and installing these lights can also get expensive. The one I have is relatively pricey, but they do have more affordable options. And there's the question of what the tens of thousands of cyclists who come to Iowa for things like RAGBRAI should do. But opposition to the amended bill doesn't mean that bike lights aren't an important safety measure.
We still think it's probably an individual choice, maybe shouldn't be a law, but absolutely. I mean, we try and do everything that we can to be more visible. Being a cyclist, look for cyclists, and there's time where I come up on a cyclist and go, oh, they didn't do themselves any favors of wearing all black, no lights. So we think it's very important, and I'd say most of our community is very safety oriented. So I'd say a good chunk, number one selling color in jerseys is screaming yellow. So we do have a very safety oriented community.
Now, taking a closer look at these lights here, they need to be daytime lights, which means they have to be really bright, and that can make them more expensive. This one here is around $100. Now, they do have cheaper versions, maybe around 20, 30 bucks, but then you're also supposed to have a tail light as well under the bill you would, where it'd be another bright red flashing light on the back of your bike. And that's one of those barriers to entry when it comes to, if this bill did pass, if everybody has to install these on their bikes, that's a really expensive thing to have happen. And just so that way you're not held completely liable if a car bumped into you while you're out on the road. So it's understandable why this bill likely won't pass, but the safety parts are still very important, and the biking community hopes that the original bill that kind of has more of those protections will pass at least some point, maybe down the line in the future.
Yeah, Griffin, you mentioned the biking community being against the amendment. They're also worried with RAGBRAI coming up. If this passes, it could have an impact on people coming to our state, correct?
Yeah, I mean, all of those bikers, tens of thousands of bikers coming for RAGBRAI, there's only really one other state that has a law similar to the one that's proposed. So most of those bikers coming from all these different states, they aren't required to have those lights. And what are they supposed to do when they get here? Do they have to go through an extra cost on top of the travel and everything else to go through RAGBRAI to add to their bikes? So that's one thing that the bike community also brings up as an opposition to this bill, is that for anyone traveling here to bike, whether it's for RAGBRAI or just to enjoy all the biking trails we have in Iowa, that adds an extra cost or extra kind of hurdle that they have to jump through.
All right, be interesting to find out. We'll know this week, most likely, with the session trying to wrap things up. Thank you, Griffin.